Hi there, everybody. I am popping in on this beautiful day to talk to you about my writing, Remember to Remember. That sounds kind of funny to say, remember to remember. I actually reposted a writing that I wrote on about the time of our third wedding anniversary. I was married in 2010, so that would have been 2013 when I actually wrote this. But I reposted it again because I think it's so important. And I reposted it because tomorrow is my 9th wedding anniversary. It's 2019 already. And it made me think about the writing again, and I thought, what a great time to repost it. And so I did just that. But I wanted to chat with you about why I wrote it and what it means. Remember to remember. I think all of us have calendars. All of us have those special dates that we highlight and circle, and birthdays and anniversaries and dates that we want to remember of good things happening and maybe not such good things happening. But we have all of these markers on our calendar, markers in time, a space in time that we mark in our brain, in our memory, and on our calendars of things that we want to remember. And I thought about, how do we remember? How do you remember these special times, these special dates, and what was happening? So do you just send a birthday card and say happy birthday to someone like your child or your parents? Do you just say happy birthday or happy anniversary to your spouse? Or do you really remember that time, that day that is so important? So when I wrote this, I wrote about how my husband and I had taken the time on our third anniversary to remember what it was like to plan our wedding. And we were married in Hawaii, and that takes some planning when you're far away from Hawaii. And we took our family with us. And we remembered all of those details, all of those plans, how we picked the date, how we picked the space that we wanted to be married in, and why that was special to us. And then we watched the video of our wedding, and we looked at the photo albums. And instead of just looking at the calendar and saying happy anniversary and a card and a gift, we spent the time to actually remember what it felt like, to remember every little detail about our wedding and why we got married. And by doing this, it was like we could relive it. I could smell the lilies that I held. I could feel the wind. It was probably the windiest day ever in Hawaii. I live in Wyoming, which we get called the windiest place in the world. But after our wedding day, the wind in Hawaii that day was incredible. And so I think it beat anything we've ever had here in Wyoming. And so I remembered my hair blowing every which way, and we almost had it inside. And then we thought, no, we came all this way to have our wedding outside and see the ocean and feel the ocean and smell the ocean as our wedding ceremony was going on. So by looking at all of our memories, our memory books, our photo albums, our video, and talking about how he felt and how I felt and all the planning that went into it, it was like we were there again. It was like our joy came out again about how much we love each other and why we got married and why we picked every little thing, every little detail, right down to the music and the food. And if you're married, you know what that's like to plan a wedding. And so we relived it. We relived every moment, every decision, every thought, every person that was there, every joy, every laughter, every glitch. There's always a few glitches. But we relived it. Instead of just remembering, we relived. We remembered to remember. And so that's what I would encourage you to do. When you have a special date, it's important enough that you put a marker on your calendar. Don't just get up that morning and say, oh, this is what happened today, so many years ago. Remember what it was like to give birth to that child. Don't just send a happy birthday card. Remember the feeling and the joy and the anticipation. Remember all of these dates. If you remember your graduation from high school or college and what it felt like to walk across that stage and flip that tassel to the other side of your hat, remember to remember all of the details. And that way you get to experience the joy again. And that's what we're here for. We're here to have joy and to share joy. And when you have these amazing memories of things that have happened in your life and you can relive them on that date, on that anniversary of the event, and feel that joy again, it's like a gift you give yourself. You get to do it over and over again. It's amazing. And that's why I wrote Remember to Remember, because of that experience. And we have made that a tradition. On our anniversary, we watch the video and look at our photo albums, and we talk about the wedding, and we talk about that spot next to the ocean where we got married. And it is such a joy, such a loving experience to experience again. So that's why I wrote it. That's how I would encourage you to use your memories. Use them in a way that bring you joy, not just a flick of, oh yeah, today's the day, but spend some time filling yourself up with joy, filling yourself up with every detail of that memory. If you haven't read it yet, I always post the link with this video so you can go back and read the writing that I'm talking about, so you can get more detail and understand how I did it, why I did it, and encourage you to do it as well. So this has just been a quick pop-in to talk about that. I hope you're having a grand day. I thank you for watching. This has been Penny, Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.